This is Hannibal from thehannibaltv.com with some daily wrestling news for you for Monday, August 26, 2019. WWE has made several announcements today, including their documentary about exotic Adrian Street is now going to air before the NXT Take Over special from Cardiff, Wales this Saturday rather than after. Be sure to check out my interview that I did a few months ago here on The Hannibal TV with Adrian Street, a fantastic wrestler. Should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, definitely before Coco Beware. Without question, his contributions to the industry were greater than Coco Beware's. Stone Cold Steve Austin has been announced that he's going to be appearing at the Raw show at Madison Square Garden, September 9th. It has not sold out yet, so maybe this announcement will help it sell out, although it is just going to be an appearance. SmackDown is also going to be from Madison Square Garden, September 10th. Tickets are not selling as well for SmackDown as for the Raw, which they're expecting about 12 to 13,000 for the Raw, even though MSG could hold a lot more than that. It's going to be set up for smaller amounts. The Undertaker is supposed to be on the SmackDown event September 10th, and of course, he's also going to be on the October 4th SmackDown debut show on Fox. WWE has also announced the NXT taping tickets are on sale, I guess, for their October 2nd through December 18th tapings at the 400-seat Full Sail University. They're going to be sticking to doing tapings at the small venue, despite AEW running at bigger venues. However, AEW might have more and more difficulty selling tickets for those big venues as time goes on. The only household name stars AEW has at this point is their announced team, of course, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. Then there's Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes to a lesser extent, and Kenny Omega is known in Japan, but really not that much in the US. They also have Jon Moxley, but that's not a lot to fill big arenas once the uniqueness of their events wears off. AEW announced a November 6th TV taping in Charlotte today at a big Coliseum-type building. PCO, who was injured at the Atlanta Ring of Honor tapings, did do an angle at the Nashville tapings. He did a spot at the Atlanta tapings where he did a dive to the outside of the ring where nobody was there to catch him. They called it an electrical malfunction, and he ended up getting numerous stitches to his head from that stunt. It's unknown whether or not he has a concussion or not. He now likes to call himself the French-Canadian Frankenstein, and his contract with Ring of Honor reportedly expires December 1st. The NWA has also announced that their Atlanta television tapings coming up September 30th and October 1st are going to be recorded at a television studio called Georgia Public Broadcasting. So the NWA will also have a show, although it's unknown where that's going to air yet. I'll highly suggest everyone subscribe to the Great North Wrestling Podcast on iTunes. I did a great interview with Jarrett earlier today. It's processing now for YouTube. He talks about the death of Eddie Marlin, the WWE's declining rating and attendance, Jerry Lawler's lawsuit regarding Brian Christopher's death, and a lot more, including the hiring of Eric Bischoff and Bruce Pritchard as WWE executives since my 4.5-hour career shoot interview with Jarrett last October. So I also post almost all of my news updates on the Great North Wrestling Podcast iTunes page. So if you want instant updates, subscribe to that so you can download them. And I'll have more news updates for you later this week, right here on the Hannibal TV.